caravan catastrophe. That's what we're going to call this video.
That's good.
So,
bit of alliteration for a, what is it, Friday?
Friday, yeah. So, possible big upset for the caravan market, and obviously things are good at the moment, but are things about to change? We're going to find out. We're going to dig a little bit deeper in this video and find out whether caravanning could be over sooner than we think. Could it be the end of the caravanning as we know it? And there's real possibilities of that, and we're going to dig into those possibilities. But first, just going to show you something really important for this weekend. Obviously, weather's going to be awesome, isn't it? Which is going to
for half term,
make it seem like caravan is never going to be over, and people that haven't got caravans are going to want a caravan because of this weather. Now, something that we did last week was about caravan tyres and checking the age of your tyres, but another really important one, and something that's even more important when it's hot, is actually making sure your tyre pressures are correct. So something for this weekend that we need to do, make sure our tyre pressures are correct on the caravan. So a lot of the newer caravans have got a tyre pressure on there. So this one, tyre pressure 42 psi. So we want to make sure that the tyre is at the correct pressure. If you haven't got a sticker and it's worn off like that and you can't see what it is, have a look in your handbook. But most of the caravans now will have a tyre pressure sort of on there. So this one's 60 psi. So again, really important. As important as having tyres that are in date is having the correct pressure, because that can cause...
my favourite.
Yeah, there's so this is something, just jumping back to the sort of, is caravanning over or potentially going to be over? We're still struggling for stock, we're still sort of struggling for stock, but things could be changing.
Oh gosh, this one's sold too.
Yeah, we've got, so our sold section is full, so the pitch vans at the moment that are sold are having to stay on the pitch. But yeah, really important, making sure your tyre pressures are correct. And while we're just on that, if you haven't got a sticker, you can't find it in your handbook, there's a website and it's called Tyre Safe. So Isabel's going to put a link into Tyre Safe, and this will give us... I
can't look at it too long because it's flickering.
Starts to flash.
Yeah.
So this will give us a little calculator on here that I can't find, that will basically say this is what the pressure of your tyre should be. We'll show you how to actually check your tyres, so that'll come a little bit later on in the video once we've sort of gone into some of the issues that we could be facing with the caravan market. So a recent thing that's just come out, we've got a local caravan site that have just basically gone, we're going to close. That's it, we're closing. Couple of reasons, and again this is sort of thinking what their reasoning could be, and their main sort of thing, what they're saying is actually there's just not enough demand anymore for the caravan sites, for the pitches, for the statics, for the tourers, for the motorhomes. So we're going to close and we're going to change this into a retirement village. So part of it, I think, is they're just using a bit of a slowdown, maybe what they've seen over the last 2 years maybe, or since COVID, and they've gone, oh, actually if we was to develop the land, we can make more money, and we'll make a big load of money as housing and development rather than a campsite. But
it was a very top of the range caravan site, wasn't it?
Yeah,
an expensive.
Yeah, an expensive one. But this could be a common scene that we sort of see over the next couple of years. So a lot of people, let us know in the comments, when you've gone to site, have sites seemed quieter over the last 12 months? Has it not been so busy? So we've done it a couple of times where we've said, oh gosh, it's absolutely crazy, we can't get enough caravans. As soon as stuff comes in again at the moment, it's sold. It feels like COVID, but people have sort of said actually the sites seem really quiet. Easter was quiet, the sites seemed quieter. So let us know, is that the case? Have you found that the sites have been quieter, or is it that the more expensive sites are quieter and the more value for money sites are packed. Be nice to know and hear your thoughts in the comments.
And is it that more people have created sites, so there's more sites about in general, do you reckon?
Yeah, I don't think necessarily. I don't think it is necessary. I don't think there is more. There might be a handful of sites, but it's not like there's twice as many sites now as what there was. But that brings us on to something that we're sort of heading into and now looking into sort of 2-3 years time in the future, what is going to affect sites and what might actually find that a lot of sites do close and say, actually, we're going to find another way to make the money. The sites now, it isn't viable unless we put our prices up, that when you're a caravanner, then you go, oh, I'm not going to go and spend that much money. And this could be, as well as the electric car thing with towing caravans, this could be the demise of the caravan moving forward. So we're going to dig into this. This is nice EB still. This layout is still our most popular layout. This layout is the one that we're still sort of struggling to get hold of, and it's weird doing this video because at this very moment in time, as I say, things are crazy. It's literally crazy. It is that we've bought so many caravans in that haven't even got to go on sale because they're coming in and they're just getting sold straight away. So
there was one the other day and they were bringing their Part X in and a customer was trying to buy it before we'd even put it on sale.
That archway that came in literally got sold in about 6 hours later on. The Adorer, so we did the video last Friday and we says, oh, it's just coming, it's just going on sale, but we think we've got it sold up, we've got somebody on it, and think, so that's sold already. Little Alpine 2, we did that a little bit to be fair. I think the Olympus was fairly quick in and out. The 580, oh, we had that for a little bit. But a lot of these that are down here in the sold line actually never really came on sale as such. We have got some new ones in that have just come in. So it's weird at the moment that we're sort of doing this video, but it could be that things are changing. So the Cabrera, this has just come in, so we're still sort of, as I say, trying to buy as much as we possibly can, and it is the case that as soon as stuff's coming in, it's getting sold again. So this has just literally come in and we haven't had a chance to get it cleaned yet. But something that is going to potentially force sites into this scenario of sort of, well, the sites actually go, is it worth it anymore? So in the next couple of years, with the government sort of the council tax that sort of caravan places, caravan storage sites, caravan dealers, caravan sites, leisure, pubs, all of that, you've probably seen the pub side of it in the press quite a bit. So they used to get a reduced rate for your council tax, basically your rates that you pay to the government, and it used to be a massive discount. For instance, here and at our other site we were paying sort of a couple of £100 a month. By the time, in 2 years time, 3 years time, it will go from £200 to £1,000 per month, every single month.
Yeah, thanks Labour government supporting small businesses.
That sort of is going to make a big difference, and obviously campsites where they've had this reduced rates, and now they're going to sort of, it's not literally, it's not doubling, it's going up sort of 80% effectively.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So it's going up huge. So this is going to then push up the site costs. So over the next 3 years, site costs are going to get more expensive. I'm still trying to sell caravans here, by the way, but I've got to give.
Be honest.
I've got to sort of give the information that is coming, because we'll sort of say it when things are great, but we'll also say it when things are not so great, and this is potentially what's going to happen over the next few years. So site prices are going to go up. So I think the local site that is closing and they're going, right, we're just going to close, it's getting to the point now.
Well, I don't know whether they're closing. I think they're putting in planning, but I don't think they're closing
straight away. No. So but this is sort of part of the plan.
Yeah, eventually
they're going, right, it's getting a bit quieter. By the time all of these extra costs hit us, and again, it's not just the cost of the rate sort of thing. That's probably one of the biggest ones. But then if you look at all the other costs, everything goes up, and they go, actually, it's going to make such a big difference that if we're not sort of making enough money now, in 3 years' time, when all these costs go back up, if we've got to now put our costs up or our charges up even more because of our costs have gone up just to be in the same position, and people aren't coming now, what's it going to be like in 3 years' time? So it could be that over the next 3 years we see a lot of campsites go the same and go, right, okay, it's just not feasible anymore. We can't run at a loss. It just doesn't work. We're going to have to close, or we're going to have to find something else to do with the land, because this doesn't make sense anymore. People don't want to pay the higher prices. Which is where I said earlier, actually, is it the fact that the sites that are charging more money, that they're quieter? So if they're already having to charge more money now to try and make it work, that's only going to get worse. And if they're going, actually, it's gone quieter because we've tried to charge more money, in 3 years' time,
it's going to be even worse.
What we're going to do?
Because I guess these bigger sites that are charging more have got sort of more staff, haven't they?
Yeah, more facilities,
which is
more
then
staff,
the minimum
more
wage
costs.
is going up stupendously each year.
Yeah.
So as well as rates. And
so just something that could potentially sort of, everyone was sort of saying, oh, well, electric cars are going to kill the caravans. Caravans won't be around anymore because of the electric cars. But it might be sites. It might actually be that there's no caravan sites left for you to be able to go and use your caravan, or the sites that are left are so expensive that you go, it's not worth it.
But then possibly the cheaper sites that don't have the big overheads still might be able to afford to carry on. Yeah. You haven't got like staff costs so much, perhaps.
So is it that campsites now need to go, actually, we now need to restructure the business now. At this point now, we need to restructure things, because in 3 years' time this is happening. This is where we are now. This is what's going to happen. So how do we change it now to make it more affordable in the future? And that's possibly the shift that needs to come, maybe.
Yeah, I wonder if you've got any site owners that subscribe. It'd be interesting to hear from them, wouldn't it?
So we get quite a lot of site wardens, so people that go and use sort of run sites. It's obviously difficult for them because they don't see the numbers, but they'll get information. So it's interesting. Let us know if you're a site owner, if you run a site. What is the plan? What do you do over the next 3 years to make it more affordable, make it viable? Or is it the case that you go, actually, planning laws are changing, we can now develop this site and we can turn it into housing, and that's more profitable, so we are just going to sell up, we're going to cash all the money in and not have the ad growth. But yeah, it's not now, obviously, but for anybody that is caravanning, starting caravanning, it's the thing. Or is it the fact that you then go, right, okay, we'll go abroad?
Yeah, because somebody the other day,
cheaper.
They found Centre Parks in Belgium was cheaper than Centre Parks in the UK, and that was including travel over there. So
is that the way forward?
Jump on the tunnel.
Have you, again, this is nice fun, this is, isn't it? This is just recently come in. So is it the fact that you found that yourselves, and you've gone, actually, for the main 6 weeks holiday, we're going off into Europe. If you can actually do that, if you're a teacher or your job allows, Is it the fact, sorry about the beeping, smoke alarm? So again, a good time to check your battery in your smoke alarm. If it starts beeping like that, make sure that you've got a new smoke alarm battery in there. Again, it's a really good time with over the sort of times that you're now going to start using it, making sure your battery in your smoke alarm is good and doing what it is supposed to be doing.
And your CO alarm.
Yeah, if you've got a CO2 alarm as well, make sure that that is the battery's good in that as well. Good time to do it. So we'll have a look at this little festival again. This was a nice 5 birthday just coming last week. So yeah, just putting it out there really. Is that the sort of thing that is going to happen? As I say, let us know in the comments what you have found yourself when you've gone onto sites. Has it been quieter? Have sites been getting more expensive? If you could sort of change anything with sites, again, let us know in the comments. Is it that you feel that the site costs are fair? As I say, the problem that sites have got is that the costs have already started to go up. Just the overall cost sort of thing are creeping up. So what it used to cost to what it costs now just to break even is higher. So the costs have had to go up, but that is potentially going to get a lot worse over the next 3 years. So let us know in the comments what your thoughts are. This is a nice one, 15495 5 berth family van. Just come in. Family vans again this year have picked back up again. Last year and the year before we kept saying sort of, oh, we're really struggling with family vans. We just, the ones that we've had in have just sat there and not been able to sell. This year family vans have been selling really, really well. So it seems the families have come back in again. As I say, at this very moment in time, we can't get enough stock in. As soon as stuff comes in, it sells straight away. So things are really, really good at the minute, but is that going to change? We'll find out, only time will tell. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. It's a bit sort of depressing really, but it's just something that could potentially affect things. So let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching on Mark at the Caravan Place. If you're looking for a new caravan, check our website out, caravanplace.com. And if you're looking to sell as well, let us know, because we're still buying. Things aren't going to change for us for the next couple of years, so we're still buying nice and heavily. In actual fact, we were trying to buy another storage site because we're actually quite confident, even with costs going up potential. That's something that we looked at with our business plan sort of thing. Actually, over the next 3 years, costs to run this storage site are going to go up. Is it still worth buying? And it was. So we were still confident to put in a hell of a lot of money. Somebody came in cash buyer, so we just couldn't compete, unfortunately. But yeah, we were still looking to buy another caravan storage site. So that's the flip side then of sort of everything that I've just said. We're still quite confident.
It's still the cheaper option, I think. Even if sites put their prices up, it's cheaper than going
because again,
on a plane anyway, isn't it?
Everything else I feel will be relative. So the cost to go abroad it will go up, and it's as long as that goes up, and it's sort of right, okay, this is my caravan holiday, that's the cost to go abroad, it's still the same, it's still worth it.
And you can still go abroad because you can jump on the Channel Tunnel, can't you? And sites abroad are probably
if they're cheaper. So let us know your thoughts in the comments. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, a bit different. Tips coming up, Sunday's video, we've got again something a bit different. I'm singing Chris is praises this time, so the Chris Caravan registration scheme.
I thought you meant Chris the salesman. Chris?
Yeah, no, he's been selling loads, so I'll sing his praises anyway. James as well, doing fantastically. So, but yeah, something about the Chris. So we slated them a few weeks ago. We're now singing their praises. So let us know in the comments, as I say. We'll see you on Sunday's video. Thanks for watching on Mark at the Caravan Place, and we'll see you there. Make sure you've hit the subscribe button as well.